Companies often rely on project managers to develop and execute plans to ensure their projects are successful. A well-executed plan can ensure strategic alignment, provide clear focus and objectives, increase quality, decrease costs, and improve productivity. Do you know only 43% of organizations successfully achieve their initial project objectives? If you manage a team or project, then you may be interested in learning how to execute an effective plan. In this short video, you would learn why the execution of the plan is important and the key steps to successfully executing a plan. In the next 5 minutes video, you will learn how to successfully execute your plan to complete your task. Also, there is one key factor, project execution, which is often ignored by project managers. In absence of that, the project execution plan is doomed to fail from the beginning. I would be discussing that point later in this video. So, stay tuned. Having an execution plan is important because it can provide you with guidelines and action steps to complete a project. Successful project managers often develop plans to communicate their goals with their team, stakeholders, clients, sponsors, and other people involved with the project. Executing a well-developed plan can help you stay organized, track your progress, and ensure a project's overall success. Here is 7 steps guide to successfully executing an effective plan for your project. The first step is to gather the necessary information about the task. Before you can begin developing a successful plan, you will need to make sure that you have all the information necessary. Schedule a meeting with clients, stakeholders, or other team members to determine the full scope of the project. This is a very critical step. You will need to clarify questions like, what are the key deliverables for this project? Are there any key milestones? When does this task need to be completed? What communication channels does your client prefer? What are the most important areas of the project? What is the budget for this project? What problem does this project aim to solve? This will help to ensure everyone is aligned and working toward achieving the same objectives. The second step is to identify key resources. Every task will require some type of resource to finish the job. Once you have established the scope of the project is, consider what key resources you need to complete it. These resources can vary from project to project, but often include raw materials, equipment, software, staff, and vendors. Once you have created your list of necessary resources, you may begin to identify where you can source them from. Consider including a backup option for each resource to ensure you are well prepared. By taking the time to analyze what resources your team needs to complete this project, you can help keep the project on schedule and increase the likelihood of its overall success. The third step is setting goals. Based on task information and available resource, you will need to set up your short-term goals to reach the overall project objective. Develop clear and actionable goals to help your team to complete the project. Using the SMART goal method, you can determine which objectives are the most important to the project's overall success. SMART goals are objectives that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. Next step is to create the framework. Once you have identified SMART goals, consider how you can approach the project by breaking these goals down into smaller tasks. Create a framework that clearly identifies each step of the project and when it needs to be completed by. Project managers use frameworks to provide their team with guidelines, establish fundamental procedures, and ensure a common language is used for communication across the entire team. Developing a project framework can also help you share best practices with your team and help clients understand the process. You can research different project management organizational structures and choose the one that works best for you. The fifth step is to assign tasks. The next step is to assign tasks to different team members. By clearly defining what role each member of your team can perform throughout the project, you can increase efficiency and get a better idea of what a realistic timeline is. Before you assign tasks, consider which team members have availability in their schedule and what their strengths are. Then pair them with responsibilities that match their availability and skill set to increase quality. The sixth step is to perform regular communication. Determine what method of communication your team may be using and how frequently you expect status updates. Identifying what channels of communication you plan to use can help your team relay important information more effectively, encourage collaboration, and build trust between team members. The seventh step is to track and evaluate your progress. Project managers are responsible for tracking the progress of a project to ensure each task is completed on time. Before your team begins working on the project, determine what metrics you can use to track their progress. Once the project is complete, conduct a full and final evaluation. This can help you determine what parts of the project went well, where there was room for improvement, and how successful the project was overall. While executing your plan, you will need to be flexible and have a backup plan. Revisit your project plan regularly and pay attention to your key performance indicators. Take the time proactively, identify areas of the project that may be challenging, and develop a backup plan. This can provide you with more options and make it easier to adapt, if necessary, which may help you keep the project on track. The concepts and techniques you learned at Projects Mind are applicable to all your projects and used by Fortune 500 firms. If you like this video, then hit the like button and let us know how you feel about us by leaving a comment in the below section. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to see our latest videos when they come out. See you later, and bye for now.